Dan Savage is a terrific sex advice columnist. He does a thing called Savage Love, and one of the things that one of his phrases is he says that when couples are trying to have a baby, they indulge in what he calls sacred fucking, and so this is where they're taking temperatures, they're taking dates, they're taking times, and they have these sort of rigidly regimented intercourse, and of course that's not terribly erotic for most people, and he's not really sort of advanced the thought, but I think the basis of the thought is absolutely right. If you stop doing the things that you found erotic about one another, and you stop feeling sexually aroused with one another, then your chance of fertility seem to go down. Anyway, that seems intuitively likely. This woman in the fertility clinic in the Czech Republic have found something similar, and that's pretty much what we expect to find as well. In other words, things like eroticism are not just accidental byproducts of human sexuality. They're built right in. You know,
Okay.
we are assessing each other. I mean, that makes it sound very clinical, but the whole process of being able to trust somebody, for example, the whole process of being able to let go with somebody, the whole process of being able to communicate properly with somebody, all of these things we think are non-accidentally linked to fertility.
And are they primarily unconscious now? We wouldn't be aware of them at all.
Yeah, although I mean, this is one thing that has got better. I think generally people are well. It's hard to tell because it's hard to compare. There is at least a market for talking openly about sexual needs. And once again, Dan Savage is very good at this. He advises heterosexual couples to have what he says is very common with gay males, to have the conversation. And I think a lot of heterosexual people do not have a conversation about what they find erotic and what they don't find erotic, and say, well, you know, these things are definitely, you know, things I find erotic. These things are definitely things I don't find erotic. And well, there's a bunch of stuff. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. We could explore that, you know, with sufficient trust. I don't think most heterosexual couples have that conversation until often well into a relationship. Quite often when they've found that they're not necessarily sexually compatible, or even worse, they think they're sexually compatible, but they're not. I mean, the classic example, of course, is faking an orgasm. You know, if you fake it, then the guy thinks, all right, that's what she likes. And then after a certain amount of time, then you've then got to either go, well, I faked all those orgasms, that's not really what I like, or you've got to sort of, you know, carry on faking it and being dissatisfied, and that just drives people further and further apart.